What? Oh yeah. Look at it out there, guys. Look at it out there. Oh my freaking goodness, it's a blizzard. It's like 2019 all over again. I might have to go outside tomorrow and make sure my little furnace exhaust down there isn't covered in snow and the furnace keeps doing what furnaces do. But man, it's brutal outside. I don't even want to leave my house. And tonight I'm supposed to go over to Joss's house to play Cards Against Humanity, but I honestly don't know if I want to bother because I don't feel like driving in this shit. Let me tell you, it's been crazy the past couple of days driving in this snowstorm. Not because I can't drive in the snow. I'm fine. I can handle the snow. I've driven in the snow now for the past, frickin' 30 years. I've had my license since I was 16, and I'm gonna be 46 real freaking soon. So like, I think my math is right. I think that's 30 years. Oh, whatever. I've never been a good mathematicizer. But no, it's just there's other people on the roads who don't know how to handle slippery surfaces. When their car loses control, they tend to, rather than try and fix it, steer into other people. And there's been a lot of collisions this winter, including one of our local MP, Vic Fideli, who got into a collision with a transport. He's alive, he's fine, he's sore, but he's fine. But yeah, this is a family day weekend. It's free ice fishing. You don't need your license to go ice fishing. But who the frig wants to go out on the lake when you have 32-kilometer-an-hour winds and it's snowing sideways? Like, it's one thing to be in the city where you have some sort of cover with buildings and all that. But when you're on the lake, the only thing blocking the wind is your ice tent. And the amount of videos I've seen online of people's ice tents where the anchors break, or they're dumb and don't anchor them at all like I do, where their tent just like catches a wind underneath the flap and then it goes sailing off like a kite. There's compilations of ice hubs flying. Like, it's no bueno. So yeah, that's what I always hated about ice fishing. The 2 years that I did it, I was like, you know, you're going out there, you're walking out, like, and you just takes forever to get out there. You're cold, you got a little heater, it kind of helps, but then when you're done, you got to tear everything down, put it back on the sled and walk back to your vehicle in the freaking cold. And it's not worth it. Like, if I had a vehicle to get out on the ice, like a sled or a quad, I'd probably do it more often. But when you got to do the walk of shame there and back, it's really unpleasant. Now, talking about quads, I found a real good deal. I wanted to go check it out. I was going to do it yesterday, but turns out the shop that's selling the deal doesn't open on the weekends, and their hours coincide with my working hours. They're only open 8 to 4, but I did find it's actually a bike, four-wheeler like what Rex used to have. Anybody remembers Rex 4x4's old quad that he had? The Arctic Cat 550, but this one's a 600. The whole kit and caboodle. Comes with a plow, a winch, beefy tires for plowing snow, all that shite, and it was like $9 grand. And I was like, oh damn. Only problem is I don't own a trailer, so I don't know how I would get it home. Can't really put it in the box of the truck with the topper on it. And I'm not about to try and take that topper off in the winter because a frig of that nonsense. Not gonna happen. So yeah, it'd be nice to have one, but it'd be nice to have a lot of things. Do I need it? Probably not. Not gonna bother. But if I did have it, it definitely would open up for a whole new video ideas, because I do have friends with quads who go like trail riding and shit, and we could probably do some of that this summer. Go trail riding and bomb around on quads and just have fun. And in the winter I can use it, throw the gear on the rack rather than haul a sled. Just put the tent on the rack, all the shit load it up onto the back rack, strap it down, and then rip out on the ice, get to a spot, rip some holes, start jigging, catch fish. Could be a good time. But once again, the shop doesn't coincide with my working hours. They can't blame the public when they're not making sales, because if nobody can go to your shop and wheel and deal, how do you expect to close a deal? Just putting that out there. And I get it. Nobody buys a quad after 4, but nobody buys a quad before 4 if they have a job to afford said quad. And I also get that most people don't work most people don't work a 9 to 5. Some people are on shift work where they work like noon to 8, or they work the night shift, or, you know, they work a Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or they're part-time, and during the week is like they get a couple days off here and there where they can go in. It's not the case case for your boy. So yeah, no. And I've been thinking about it, guys. Yeah, I am going to sell the boat. I'm just waiting for spring, and then I'm going to take it out of there, clean it up, wash it off, all that shite, fix the trailer, and then I'm going to put it up because I don't freaking need it. If I go fishing with and I have the intent of going on the water, I got yak attack. I can just drag that thing out, throw it in the lake, and go kayak fishing, which will get me out there and have a good time. And it's easy when I get back to put it back in the truck and come home, especially if I get racks for the roof where I can just strap the stupid yak to the roof racks and go. They make this really cool roof rack for it too. If you have the cross members, like the braces that go across the back of the topper, this thing clips onto it. You literally just reach up, pull a pin, and you can pull the kayak down so it's on the side of the truck and take it off with ease. And that way there, you don't have to like bring a step stool or climb on the tires to get up there to unstrap your kayak to bring it down. And it secures it up there really, really well. I was looking at it on I think it was Amazon. It could have been another site. I don't know. But it really makes it easy to load and unload your kayak after a fishing trip. I just thought that was brilliant. So I think I'm going to dump the boat. I don't want it. I don't need it. You know, I'm starting to think what my boss said about boats is true. There's two good times with a boat: when you buy it and when you sell it. I don't even want to bother getting it up to snuff and taking it on the lake and all that. If I'm going fishing, chances are I'm going by myself. The whole purpose for that boat, and I mentioned it before, was I bought it so my ex and her daughter and I could go out boat fishing whenever the hell we wanted to without having to disrupt my buddy. Because like if we wanted to go on a Saturday, go boat fishing, we would call him up and be like, hey man, you want to go fishing? Well, if he's working, obviously he can't. Or if he has stuff going on, obviously he can't. And if his dad wants the boat for the day, obviously we can't. So I was like, well, I need to get my own boat. This deal came up. I jumped on it. That was a dumb move. So you live, you learn, right? You live, you learn. So I'm going to just ditch the boat, and then I don't know what the hell I'm going to do with that tarp shanty. I was thinking about moving it to the back of the lot down by where my neighbor's shed is, but obviously on my property. But first I was thinking about either A, pouring a cement slab there, or B, making like a pallet deck and killing all the foliage underneath. And that way there I could have a spot to store things other than in the garage all the time. Get that new canvas from my buddy's sister's shop for it, put that up on it, because obviously the canvas I have now is not in the greatest shape. I think they quoted me $800 for a new canvas with a 10-year warranty because they're just freaking indestructible. It's some really good material. My buddy had his up on his boat shed for 12 years now and it still looks brand new. So the material they use is way better than the shit Shelter Logic uses. And what they have the template for the Shelter Logics, for all Shelter Logics, so they should be able to cut me a piece and set up the zippers and all that, and we'll be good to go. So yeah, not sure if anybody tuned in on Friday night. I played a little Rust there, did some live streaming, started using this service called Restream. What is Restream? Restream is a service that permits you to stream to multiple platforms at once, such as YouTube, Twitch, X, Facebook. There's some others, TikTok. However, the free use version only allows you to have 2 social media platforms, which is fine for me. I only stream to YouTube and Twitch. Recently started streaming to Twitch again because I have a couple buddies who stream on there and I felt like, you know what, why not? Why not just give it a try and see what happens? I can tell you what happens. Bots show up and try and sell you products. That's kind of cool when you have no moderators in the chat to ban said bots, but yeah, other than that, been doing that. But then I ran into a bit of a snaggletooth with a issue that I used to have with the old gaming computer, the old Power PC or whatever the frig that thing's called. Basically, I was bottlenecking the video card, which is weird because it's a 4060, because the CPU was at 100%. Originally, what I was doing was I was encoding with NVENC on OBS, which is like using the video card to do all your video encoding before transmitting it to the streaming platform. But while the video card was doing that, it was also running the game. I probably have to take a dump. So while it's trying to run the game, it's also encoding OBS, and it was like the video card was at 100% utilization. I was getting frame stutters. I was getting all sorts of stuff. I just walked right into my fart and it smells disgusting. Oh God. I was like, all right, well, let me try something different here. So I went into OBS and changed it to software encoding. And then all of a sudden I started getting CPU bottlenecking, where the CPU now is sitting at 100% and the GPU. So I couldn't get a balance while streaming. So yesterday I'm sitting there going, well, I want to play that new Kingdom Come Deliverance game, the Kingdom Come 2 Deliverance. It's pretty intense of a game, apparently. I was worried the 4060 wouldn't be able to hold its own, but I was like, there's no way in hell the Acer Loser Nitro Suckface is going to play this game and stream at the same time. There's no way in hell. It's gonna hate life, it's gonna FPS throttle, it's going to bottleneck, it's gonna be glitchy, it's gonna be choppy, the stream's gonna look like ass. We can't do this. How can I get around that? And then I started thinking, what did I do back in the day with the before the Acer Loser Nitro Suckface, when I was using the other gaming system, the CyberPower, that's what it's called. The CyberPower PC with the i7 6700K and 1070 GTX video card. I was like, what did I do back then? And then I remembered, I did NDI. Basically, OBS has this really cool feature called NDI, which lets you transmit what OBS sees to another OBS on another computer. So I set up NDI on the Acer Loser Nitro Suckface and on the editing computer. Only thing that was a kind of a problem is to start and stop the stream, I have to get up and go over to the editing computer and click stop stream or start stream. But other than that, OBS on the Acer Loser Nitro Suckface was literally just being used to capture without encoding. So it used 1% CPU just to take the video feed and downshift it to the broadcast computer, which was the editing rig. Then 3070 in the editing rig did all the friggin' compressions and algorithms and all that shite, and it pumped it up to restream, and it worked flawlessly. The only problem was I had no idea how to frickin' play the game. I was lost. I died so many times trying to be stupid, like getting into fights and not fighting back right, and just straight up being a dummy. But yeah, it was fun nonetheless. We went for about 5 hours. I even did that stupid thing that you see on Twitch streamers where, like, before they start their stream, they have this like, the stream is starting soon screen. And I put a bunch of Sora's cover songs on there. Didn't get nailed for copyright, so that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. And then, yeah, we streamed for about 5 hours and had a good time and died a bunch and trying to figure out this game. And luckily, a few people showed up who actually knew the game and gave me some pointers that I really desperately needed because I had no idea what the frig I was doing. It kind of worked out. So I'm going to be honest, originally today I was going to be like, I'm going to go ice fishing. I didn't go yesterday because of the weather. And I was like, maybe I'll just get out there today. It's family day weekend. Let's get out there and play. Until I saw this snowstorm happening. Like, my truck is buried. It's disgusting out there. I don't have any will or want to go anywhere. Zero will or want. I don't even know what the weather's going to be tomorrow. At some point, I'm going to have to get out there, fire up the blower, and clear the driveway once again. But on the bright side, at least we're not Gravenhurst, because holy crap, my buddy sent me pictures of his driveway. And the banks on the side of his driveway are taller than my house. Like, he went to go shovel off his roof. He had to get up there to shovel off the roof, and he had to throw the snow because the snow was as tall as his house. He had nowhere to put it. They're out of room to put snow. This winter has been brutal on the central Ontario area, the Muskoka area. It is freaking nuts how bad, how much snow we got this year. Can I even see out there? Oh, I still got room. Okay. I wanted to see where the exhaust was to make sure I still had room, and I still have room. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. I shouldn't have to go trek balls deep in the snow and go and shovel tomorrow, but I will go and inspect it once this freaking weather pisses off. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to Cards Against Humanity tonight, not in this weather. Screw that. I have zero will or want to drive in this. Zero freaking will or want. Maybe I'll just stay home all weekend. I don't mind. Like, I don't mind this staying home on my days off and doing nothing, because I know it's not going to last. Summer's coming, spring's coming, fishing season's coming. And here I thought May 2 for this year was the fishing opener, but it's not. It's the weekend prior to May 2 for, because I told Bloke I'd head down for May 2 for weekend and we can try our luck on carp. But like, they got a different fishing schedule down there than we do. Bass doesn't open up till like the third weekend in June down there. Where up here, bass opens up the third Saturday in May. So that's mainly because there's a bass overpopulation situation happening in the lake, and they're kind of hoping people will take them home and eat them. Like, I don't mind eating bass. You can eat them. They're good. They're fine. But I tend to like leave them in the lake just because I know the North Bay Bass Club does bass fishing tournaments, and if people start like taking them all home and eating them, then what are they going to have a tournament with, you know? If there's no fish around to eat, just putting that out there. So yeah, look at me pacing back and forth in my kitchen because it's too damn cold to go outside and pace back and forth in my backyard, which I couldn't do if I wanted to because holy, that snow, let me tell you a little something about that. Well, I just did, so that's all right. Luckily though, I got plenty of food in the house in the form of my favorite kind, meat, and I think my tap still works. Yeah, we haven't lost water yet, so why would I lose water? I don't know. Sometimes my drain freezes up, but then it thaws out. They're saying that tomorrow the weather's supposed to drop, though. I think we're going to be seeing some pretty frigid weathers tomorrow, which means it'll be snow blowing in the ice. But tomorrow's a day off anyway, so, and tomorrow's Monday, because like I said, it's Family Day weekend here in Ontario, probably other places too. I know some provinces don't support it, but luckily we do, so that's pretty cool. What are they calling for temperature tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow's going to be -14 and then -16 on Tuesday and then -11 Wednesday, -7 Thursday, -6 Friday. Holy crap, it's warming up big time by the end of the month. I say that, it's like -2. It's warming up. It's like -30 Fahrenheit for you guys in America. Huh. But yeah, tomorrow they're not calling for, oh, they're still calling for snow. Son of a bitch. Starts at 10 a.m. Calling for snow all week. Like, I'm going to have to go to the gas station and get some more fuel for the snowblower because I'm running kind of low. By that I mean whatever's in the tank of the snowblower is all I have left. So I'll have to go get some high octane for that and get that situated. Because we still got another month of bullshit. Maybe 2. Sometimes it snows right into April. Yep. Yeah, I just told Joss that I'm not going to bother going for cards tonight because we're going to get a break in the snow tomorrow evening around 6. I'll get the blower out then, clear the driveway. I see 0 point in snow blowing right now with all this blowing out there. Like, I don't see any point. It's like, let's clear some snow so we can clear some snow and clear more snow. Like, no. No, let's just not. Frig's sakes, I got a text message from an unknown number. Well, the phone number showed up, but the person on the other end was being non-compliant, right? Now, I'm just like, who is this? And they're like, who's your daddy? And I'm like, no, seriously, who is this? Like, who the frig are you? Let me know. So I had 2 options at my disposal, either passive or aggressive. The passive is a reverse lookup to find out who the phone number belongs to. I knew it was a cell phone number based on the extension. That's all I had. So I'm like, do I go passive or aggressive? So the passive, like I said, reverse lookup, find out who it belongs to. The aggressive, however, is something I do to the Kolkata freaking scam centers when I find out that they're using cell phones to call through, even if they're using like WhatsApp or whatever. There's a phone number attached, and what cool technology that you can do is an SMS bomb. Basically what it does is it literally sends multiple text messages at once from multiple different numbers, flooding the phone until you tell it to stop. It could be 100 messages a minute. It could be 1,000 messages a minute. Literally, it will just slam that phone so hard and make it completely unusable, playing the notification sound non-stop. That would have been the aggressive route. But I was like, you know, it's a local number. Let's do a reverse lookup. Because I know the scammers are able to clone a number. Like, you don't need a phone number to text somebody. You just need a destination number to send a text. They won't be able to reply to it, or sorry, they can reply to it, it just won't go anywhere. This is the problem with classic SMS. This is the reason why they came out with the encrypted version, like RC5 or RCS, sorry, I call it RC5, Christ. RCS. The RCS you can't really do that with. But if the individual is sending you a message and it's not being encrypted RCS, well, then it's play ball, right? Then it's open season. You can just unload on them. So when I see that, when I have them text a virtual number and it comes through SMS, I know I can just hammer them. So then I bust out the big guns and I just flood that number with texts. And it's literally bullshit. Some of it's even like they'll send back the Kolkata scam. Your computer's infected with a virus. Call the Microsoft Windows help desk here. And it's a number that leads you to one of these scam centers. And they'll just get flooded with that shit to the point where they just turn off their phone and take the day off and hope when they turn their phone back on again, they're not still being flooded with numbers. Frig's sakes. Like, he should know better than to try and play games with me on technology, because when I get worked up, I tend to get a little... I tend to go above and beyond and do things that make people go, oh, I probably shouldn't have done that. But no, he was asking me if I knew a guy. He's like, hey, do you know this individual? I'm like, bro, that's your niece's freaking, or not niece. Yeah, I guess niece. Would it be niece? I don't know. Yeah, it would be niece. I'm like, that's your niece's boyfriend. He's like, oh, okay. He sent me a friend request on Facebook and I wasn't sure if I should friend him. And I'm like, well, you can if you want to, or you don't have to if you don't want to. I don't know why you're talking to me about it. Like, holy crap. Fun times, fun times. But yeah, weather sucks. So I told Joss I'm out. I'm not going to Cards tonight. She's a little bummed because she's got a friend down from Toronto who's apparently got to make the drive back tomorrow, which hopefully he's got a good vehicle to make the drive back, because let me tell you, the weather's going to suck tomorrow too, and that south corridor ain't going to be pleasant to drive in. It's going to be a freaking brutal shit show. So good luck and Godspeed, buddy. But yeah, she was kind of hoping to have 5 people over, but I really don't feel like going out there to clear my driveway so I can go over there and then have to come home tonight and potentially have to clear my driveway just to get back in, because I know they're going to roll the plows, because I live on a street that has the city bus, which means the plows roll, the bus drives by, the plows roll, the bus drives by. And every time the plows roll, the end of the driveway gets more caked and caked with snow. Welcome to Canadian winters. We made a joke last week at work about, I wish we had the weather of Florida up here, but then we heard that it snowed in Florida. So I guess we kind of do have the weather of Florida up here. So whatever, you know, it is what it is. So fun times. Anyway, guys, I'm going to end this pace vlog because it's all I'm freaking doing. I hate winter. I got nothing to do in the winter. I don't have a shop to work in because there's a car in there. And I don't have anything really going on exciting with my life because I freaking hate winter. I know Two-Wheeled Warrior keeps saying, go up on the ski hill, go take some video of the ski hill. Well, I don't feel like freezing my wiener off just to go up there and take video of the ski hill. And you kind of need to buy a ski pass to go on the ski hill, especially this time of year because people are skiing. Maybe in the spring, summer, I'll boot scoot up there and see about checking some of it out. But as for the winter, guys, it's time to hunker down. Like, honestly, it's time to hunker down. The only time I want to leave the house is to go to work. However, on the work note, 2 weeks left. We're done on the 28th for this project. We've been killing it and it's been really good. It's been really good. We've been getting them done fast. And as of March, I'm back to my regular 3 days office, 2 days home. And I can't freaking wait because I miss working from home. We actually ran out of computers last Thursday. We're waiting for more to show up because we're working through them super fast, and more showed up on Friday. So Thursday I was like we had none coming in and we were out. So I told my my boss, I said, listen, we're done. I said, do you mind if I work from home tomorrow because we got a snowstorm coming in tonight? And she's like, oh yeah. She was like, if you don't have anything to do, you can work from home. If anything happens where computers magically do show up though, would you be able to come in? And I said, hey, if computers show up, I'll pack my shit fast and head in. Like, I only live 8 minutes away from the office, not a big deal. So she was like, yeah, stay home. So, but yeah, we're almost done. We're almost done. Anyway, guys, that's all I got for today. Luckily, March, we get back to our regularly scheduled program. And then April, May. So Easter's on April 20th this year, or that weekend anyway. That's going to be the next long weekend. And then the long weekend after that, I'm thinking about heading down to London, weather permitting. And Bloke and I might take another dab at carp fishing or go walleye fishing or go pan fishing. I don't know. We'll see what we get up to. We're going to do some fishing in May, that's for sure. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, click that like button. Any questions, comments, concerns, down below they go. And until next time, guys, live it to win it, hunker down, and peace the frig out. Sit, stupid, sit. Good dog.